All right, ready to dive in. Today, we're tackling Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, this is going to be good.
He's everywhere.
Right.
Headlines, everyone's talking about him. But we're going deeper than that.
Way deeper.
What makes Ohtani, Ohtani? Not just a great player, but, fascinating.
And we've got a ton to unpack, right? I mean, you got the whole story, how he starts out, that incredible biography.
Yeah, and then the news, like this Dodgers contract, that's huge.
And even there's a whole thing with his interpreter, kind of a wild situation.
Oh, yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But, it's funny. You mentioned how he got to the MLB. He didn't do the normal thing, did he? Like most hot shots.
Yes.
Out of high school, straight to the big leagues.
Right, the usual path.
Not Ohtani. He chose to stay in Japan, even with, I'm sure, tons of MLB teams after him. Why do you think that was? I mean, scouts practically begging you to join the best league in the world.
It's a lot of pressure,
Right.
For a young guy, especially from Japan. They're not just going to the MLB. It's like carrying the whole country on their shoulders.
Yeah, representing an entire nation.
Exactly. And think about it. It's not just the baseball, right? New culture, new language, huge life change. Ohtani's always been smart about his career. Taking his time in Japan, probably the best move for him.
And take his time, he did.
Yeah.
I was looking at his stats back when he was with the Nippon Ham Fighters. Pacific League MVP, multiple All-Star, Japan Series champ. This guy was unstoppable.
Winning left and right.
But get this, 2016, he hits 102 miles per hour on the radar gun. 102.
No way.
I mean, come on, that's insane.
That's the kind of thing that gets people talking Babe Ruth, And I get it, the power is there.
The comparisons are inevitable.
But Ohtani, he's different. It's not just that he can hit ID pitch. It's how good he is at both. That's what makes him special, more than just a modern-day Babe Ruth.
Because break it down for me, because I follow baseball, right? But this whole two-way threat, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Sure, yeah.
Most guys, they'd kill to be great at one of those things, pitching or hitting.
Absolutely.
And he's out here doing both.
It's a lot more than just doing both, trust me. It's like, imagine two orchestras, right?
Okay.
And he's conducting them both at the same time perfectly.
Wow.
That's Ohtani. So pitching, yeah, the one or two, that'll make your knees weak.
Like hitting.
But there's more to it. He's got this splitter, man.
A splitter.
Wicked pitch. It dives, disappears as it's coming at you.
See, now I'm lost, I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
What makes a splitter so hard to hit? It's just like another fastball, right?
Nah, see, it starts like a fastball, fools you. Then right at the end, drops off the table, you swing at air.
Ouch.
Exactly. And most guys who throw that hard, they can't keep it up all game, They burn out.
Right, they put everything into every throw.
Ohtani, though, he paces himself. Goes deep into games, still throwing heat.
It's like he's defying physics or something. And then he's up to bat, and it's a whole different story.
Different beast altogether. Tape measure home runs, you know the kind I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, the ones that land the next county.
That's Ohtani. But it's not just power. Dude can fly on the bases, too. Steals bases like a track star.
I'm looking at some highlights now. It's ridiculous. You got any, favorite Ohtani moments? The ones that just scream, this is what he's about?
Are you kidding? Where do I even start? His 2022 season was insane. There was this game, June 21st, against the Royals.
Okay.
Hits two, count 'em, two 3-run homers.
6 RBIs, 1 game.
Just like that. And then, the next day, pitches 8 innings, strikes out 13 batters back-to-back. Like it's nothing. Unheard of.
Okay, now I get why people say he's not just playing the game, he's changing it completely.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, didn't MLB actually have to make a rule because of him? The Ohtani rule.
You do know it. So before, if you were pitching AD hitting the second you were done on the mound, that was it. Game over for you.
Seems kind of harsh, right? On fire at the plate, but you pitched a few innings earlier, so what? You're benched.
No kidding. But then, 2022, boom, Ohtani rule.
And what did that do exactly?
Simple. Say you're Ohtani, right? Start the game pitching, but you're also the designated hitter.
Right, which is unusual in itself.
Totally. So old rules, once your pitching's done, you're out of the game, period. Ohtani rule says, nah, you can stay in, keep hitting.
So they changed the rules for him, essentially.
Pretty much. It's like the league saying, okay, you're special, we gotta adapt.
Love that. Recognizing talent, bending the rules a little, speaks to his impact, right?
Wow.
Not just on the field, but on the whole story.
Oh, absolutely. Think about it. In Japan, he's a legend national hero.
Right, representing an entire country.
And here, he brought a whole new crowd to baseball. I mean, viewership records smashed, all because of Ohtani.
People who'd never watched baseball, suddenly they're glued to the TV.
Because it's must-see TV. It's like he's bridging cultures, It's bigger than baseball. It's his whole story.
Speaking of his story, we got to mention that whole thing with his interpreter. Wild situation.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Really makes you think the pressure this guy's under. Every little thing magnified 1,000%.
The spotlight is intense.
Makes his accomplishments that much more impressive. So what's next for him? Big contract with the Dodgers, but recovering from surgery too.
Yeah, that elbow's got to heal.
What are we thinking, realistically? What can fans expect?
Well, no pitching in 24, that's for sure. Got to rehab that arm, right? But here's the thing. All his energy is going into hitting now.
Interesting.
Some people are saying, look out, 50 home runs, not impossible.
Whoa, 50. That'd be something else. But long term, can he keep doing both, you think? Pitching, hitting, at this level?
$1 million question. We're in uncharted territory here. No one's ever done what he's doing.
It's true. He's one of a kind.
How's his body going to hold up? What's he going to prioritize? No one knows. And if he does have to choose, open the fans, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, can you imagine? Some tough decisions down the road, maybe.
Yeah.
But no matter what, Ohtani, he's already left his mark.
Oh, without a doubt. Change the game. He makes you ask, what even IS up baseball player? He's pushing the limits.
That's a great way to put it. And hey, listeners, if you want to see something really special, look up the highlights. 2023 World Baseball Classic, Japan vs. USA, Ohtani against Mike Trout. Talk about epic.
Stuff of legends. Until next time, deep divers.